Happy Monday, back in the classroom. It is still summertime. If you watched my video last week, it looks like this right here. You will see that I mostly have set up my classroom, but today I'm going to come in a few days this week and do some smaller things that I needed to get done, like put up a bulletin board here. I actually got a cute little side table for my reading area that I want to set up. I got some folders ready. I've got some printing and laminating to do. So I'm going to spend just a couple hours doing that while I have my mom watching the kids at my house. So I thought it was a good opportunity to come on in. So I'm going to take you along with me, but first I need to grab a few more things and unpack some of these boxes. Oh, I picked up just 3 little Dunkin' Donuts gift cards for the custodians because I know I'm crazy and come in over July. So just a little gift card for each of them. I'm going to go give them to them now. Hello, it's been like an hour and let's check in on what I've done because really hasn't been much of anything. First thing I did is I had some extenders, HDMI extenders that I added to the board. I'll flip the camera so you can see because I brought in my my computer and I needed to get that charged and set up and make sure my smart board was working. So that's what I did first. Let me flip it. So this plug down here is just the one to my laptop, which I won't need right now because it'll normally be plugged into my smart board. But these are the wires that were attached to there and they weren't long enough. So I ordered an extender that I think I showed you before, just so I could make sure it's plugged in and reached. My computer is up and ready. Smartboard is working. So that's a go. I have this pulled up because I just spent about an hour. I had mentioned that I bought these at the end of last year. So I just spent an hour laminating and cutting them out. So here they are back here. I used to have a birthday display on this board anyway that I just kind of made myself, but I liked the colorfulness of this one and it kind of matches with my classroom and I just like the way it stands out. Now, is cutting and laminating a job I could have done at home? Absolutely. But I was here and it wasn't too sweaty and I didn't exactly know what to do yet. So that was kind of a procrastination type job, but that's okay. Now it's done. It's one less thing. Let me show you what else I brought in today. I'm not going to spend too much longer here today because I'm coming tomorrow, but let me just show you what else I brought in that I plan on getting set up either today or tomorrow. Let me show you. All right, I did a Target pickup order with all of my ketchup folders. I always order these. They're only like 50 cents at Target every year. They come in different colors. I mentioned I got the purple ones. They're the same ones through School Specialty for their fluency folders, but still need ketchup folders. So I brought these in. I'm gonna peel off all these on another day and add labels to them. All the labels I always do with their number. I don't do it with their name. So they'll get numbers on these and that will be their ketchup folder for the year. Let's see what's in this bag. I have a new set of classroom whiteboard erasers. I got the black ones. There's little black magnet ones. I'll store them over there until they get their book bins. Or not their book bins, their supply kits. I also ordered a bunch of these for their crayons. So I'm gonna put these on the back with their supply kits. And then I did, what's this? This is a bunch of little hooks for something I'll show you in a minute. And I did end up going to Kohl's and grabbing the 3 that I don't have, a little pout fish, smart cheese, and the sour grape. So these are not the exact same as the ones I have over there. The other ones are ones I've gotten online. I can link them. They're a little better quality than these, but it's just a stuffed animal and these are $5. So these I'm definitely gonna add to the reading corner. Let me put these over there. All right, other things I brought in, I finally got a bunch of string lights, which I am so excited about. I'm going to definitely put them around my whiteboard over there and then possibly along the back. We already have that nice light there. So I was even trying to think if I could just like frame them on top of here. I'm gonna have to really see. They are battery packed, or battery powered. They have battery packs. So I'm going to definitely go around here first and see how that takes me and how I like it. And also, since we are not using foundations, I am going to take down this alphabet line, and I have one of my own with just more primary colors that matches my room, and it will have the symbols that match HMH. I actually don't know. I need to look at the kindergarten one to see if they have specific symbols that they use. I know they do for the vowels that are slightly different than foundations, so I need to check in on that. But if I can find that any are different, I'm going to update them. And yeah, so I'm gonna take that down and do another one. So we have string lights. That's what these were. These were just the hooks to put up all the string lights, so a bunch of little hooks. I got the nameplates from Lakeshore. Let me see if I can get it up. Here they are. These are the ones I like. They're just the large nameplate. They stick nice in there. And then I have the Lakeshore name tags that actually just slide inside. So I got 2 sets of these, which will give me plenty of extra for next year too. And then in this box, oh, this is the felt board. I think this is the last thing I'm gonna try today. I'm gonna see how this works. I think it already comes with like adhesive. I have to look and see, but I wanna put this above my computer. So we'll check that out in a minute. And then I got this little silly goofy axolotl light. It's just a little light that I'm going to put on top of this table. So this right here is a side table. I might see how long this takes to get set up too. But I'm just gonna put this little side table over there next to that bookshelf. And then I'm gonna put the little axolotl light on top of it. I think that'll make it look nice and cozy and very welcoming once I get my rug here. So it'll be like the rug, the side table, the cute little lamp, and then again, still leave plenty of room for students to go in and out of their book bins. I'm really loving that this whole area is just set up for books and reading and all excitement around that. Okay, let's open up this felt board and see what this looks like. I think these are the, okay, so it does come with adhesive, and then this is what the felt board looks like. There's a bunch of different tiles. I think it actually comes with 12. So I'm gonna see kind of where I want this placed. All right, bulletin board is up. That was super easy, and I believe it is mostly straight, so it's good enough. I got my 2 boys up here, and I got my team from last year. We'll get a new picture up there, and then I will be able to put all the other important things I need. I think I am going to throw a border around it just to make it a little more colorful. Let me back up so we can see. But I am happy because now I can actually use that as some usable space, which is good. And if I need anything else, I can hang something over here. However, we'll see. So cork board, check. Name tag holders, check. Crayon boxes, check. Name tag bins, what does that mean? I think that's wrong. I don't know what that means. Name tag holders, name tag bins. I don't know. What did I write that? I don't even know what that means. I'm gonna leave it because I forget. I still have to make the folders and crayon birthday display done. All right, I think I'm going to take this down and start hanging those twinkle lights, and then that'll be it for today, 12:40. I'm hoping to get out of here by 1. Let's see if that happens. All right, twinkle lights are up. I just put little tiny plastic hooks all around. I went up and over the board. I will show you them tomorrow when I actually bring in batteries so I can turn them on. But I think it'll be cute to go around the board, nice and easy. All right, it is 1 o'clock, so I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna clean up all this laminating stuff I have. I think I'm gonna take the table home with me because that way I can just build it at home tonight if I have time. and just bring it back in tomorrow and place it over there. Instead of doing that here, I thought I'd have time, but I ended up doing that whole bulletin board. So I'm gonna clean up this stuff and get on out of here, and I will check in with you tomorrow. Good morning, happy Tuesday. We are back in the classroom. I brought in a little table that I put over in the reading corner already. And then I brought in batteries to hook up the lights. I think you saw me do that. And then I'm going to get a few other things done. I wanna go through that back cabinet today. I do wanna go through my desk. Oh, this lovely friend. Let me flip the camera. Let me tell you a couple things. So I did entirely forget that I am going to be piloting Chromebooks this year for first grade, which means we have this big, ugly, black cart. And originally when I came in my room this morning, it was plugged in right there, but it takes up so much space and it was covering my job chart. So I knew I wanted to move that. There's really not many places I can move it. It needs 2 plugs. So I am bringing in an extension cord, and I'm gonna put it here so I can plug these in, plug my computer in and make that easy. It is quite the eyesore, but it'll be fine. I actually think I can put my dock cam on here and use it while I am teaching. Let's see, oh, I have the silly axolotl light. I thought this was, so it is battery powered. You basically just charge it up and then you can unplug it and put it in. Oh, if I can get it, one sec. There we go. So it's a little light. I think it flashes. I don't know if you can't really tell right now. If the light was off, you could tell. So this little lamp I was gonna put over here. I thought it'd be cute. Oh, it looks like it's flashing right now, but it's actually smaller than I thought. So I don't know what I'm gonna do on top of there, but I also got this table on Amazon and I put all the little stuffies here at the bottom, just more for them to grab, make the space a little cozy. I thought it was cute. But now that the iPad cart is there, I have to figure out what to do with this rolling cart. I don't really need it, if I'm being entirely honest. It is mostly filled with like magnet tape, Velcro tape. It has some of our screens. It's kind of a random assortment of things we would use maybe during task cards or bingo games, but I could easily store what's in here either in that cabinet or in this new bookshelf over here that I'm gonna organize for extra storage space. So I don't need this rolling cart. I told you, gonna use this for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but I can keep those buckets over there and just keep it that way, which I'm fine with. So I think I might get rid of this too. Another thing I wanna do today is go through my desk. So I wanna go through my desk and that cabinet, and then my mom is coming in like an hour, and we are going to figure out the curtain solution for underneath the iPads. Tons of other teachers have, like, they basically just get a shower curtain. So I bought 2 shower curtains that should fit and go across there. But we just wanna make sure how we're gonna attach them, and she's gonna help me cut and hem it so it looks, you know, decent. But that will be a later project for today too. All right, so let's get started. Just for reference about what was in that rolling cart, a whole lot of nothing that I can easily store somewhere else. We have these little, what are they called, like water beads or something? I love using these when we play bingo. These little eyedroppers, they're just great for tactile manipulation and everything. We have the tweezers, great for the same thing. A whole bunch of these little beads. I don't really know what I would use them for. Here we have some letter beads and colored beads. These, I think I'm gonna get rid of these. A bunch of Velcro sit spots. I just don't need them. tons of Velcro spots to hang things up. Magnet tape, I actually need more. I like the squares better. If you watched when I put up the display, the birthday display, I used all of these. I love the squares, so I'm gonna put that on my wish list for this year. Tons of clothespins, a few screens. So I definitely can store all of this crafty type stuff in a couple buckets, either up there with the rest of my craft stuff, or again, kind of hidden away. So I got rid of the rolly cart. All right, I put up the date, which feels crazy, makes it feel official, and I went through my desk. It is amazing just how much junk and random pencils and random stickers and things were in there. I need to add mints, which I always have in my desk. I need a little more Advil. Somehow I go through that a lot throughout the school year, don't know why. And then I always get a pack of blank thank you cards, so that way I have them. So just making myself a little note here. Thank you cards. Mints, Advil, thank you cards. Good. My mom should be here any minute to help me with the curtain, and while she's doing that, I'm going to organize a few more things. Everybody's here today, so I'm just chat with everyone. Not getting as much done as I thought. We did, however, get some new decodables for HMH, which I didn't know we were getting. Let me show you those. These are the decodables that came with HMH, which, like I said, I did not know we were getting. So I think they belong with structured literacy. I could only assume so. Book 1, short vowels A. So this is very, very exciting. But I know this is going to sound like I'm bragging, but look how many decodables we have. All of these aligned with foundations. And by aligning, it just means goes with the skills, which I didn't even put them in like Unit 1, Unit 2, because they're just CVC words. This one focuses on digraphs. And I've shared these a million times before with all the lessons. So we'll definitely have to make lessons. I bet there's a committee already working on that for both sets of these books. And then these will have to go in there. This project is another time that I need to do. But those just got delivered, so that is all fun. My mom is here. Hello, Mom. We got these curtains. It's a nice little curtain, so she's gonna help me set them up. She told me what hooks to get, and she's going to hem them for me so we can cover up that space, and I think that's going to help a ton visually. Let's see. It's backwards, but same thing. Okay, we are heading out of here. My mom has a plan for the curtains. We also, I think, found a much better desk solution, so let me show you what we did. All right, so obviously by moving this here, we had a little bit of an issue with the desks, which I didn't like how cluttered they were looking, but now I did get rid of one desk. I still have an extra in the back, because I only have 16 kids this year, so we have 2 sets of 6 up front, and then a set of 4 in the back. And I think that's going to be, it's much more visually appealing already and much easier to kind of walk around. Let me put it at 0.5 so you can see. And then we'll have my whole my whole rug will still be here. Got plenty of room for that. I think I'm very excited about this now. Once the desks were figured out, I feel so much better. I don't know if I already shared this out loud. I know I took a video of it, but I also put this here. This used to be over in my reading book nook area, but that bulletin board came down and I had the other cute little guy here, but everybody loves Elephant and Piggy, so I put them up there so they can go over the mirror. All right, I was not planning on coming in tomorrow, but I was too busy yapping and I actually got quite a few things done today. So I do think I am gonna pop by tomorrow. I've just been stopping by for like a little bit here, a little bit there. I have a workout at 12 tomorrow, so I might come a little bit before that so I can head over just like I'm doing today. And I think I'm gonna try to tackle that back counter and just organize that. And I did not organize my white shelf. I did organize my desk already, but not the white shelf yet. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Back in the classroom. Mom is back. Wave, Mom.
Oh, hello. Welcome back, Parker.
No, this is not for Parker. This is for my video. Anywho, we are back today. I have a quick workout at 12, so I came in for a little just to get a couple small things done and print out a bunch of stuff that I will share with you what I'm going to print out. And my mom is going to hang up the curtain. We're going to get the hooks up just so she can know where to hem it. And then that way, next time I come in, I can just hang it right up and ready to go. I got the stuff for my desk, which include Advil, mints. These strawberry Altoid mints are like my favorite. And then a bunch of thank you cards. So this is going in the desk, and then I have some small things to do, and I will take you along. First thing I made yesterday were these alphabet posters. So I logged into the kindergarten into reading to double check each of these symbols, and I just made them to match my classroom theme with the rainbow colors around the border. So I'm going to print these out and get these laminated and hung up today. So we'll print that out. Another thing I'm printing out is my class list. So I can't show you that, but we have my class list here. And then one more thing, and then everybody's writing folder. So right above this, it says everybody's name. So I'm not gonna show you that either, but I'm just printing out the covers to their writing folders so I can slide those in and get that ready to go. All right, laid them out, put them in order. I think if I start basically right on the rug's edge, like underneath that yellow light, it will come all the way across till about my desk, the bulletin board. So it might not be perfect, but I think it should work. Let's try it. All right, it is up. I think it looks pretty good. It's pretty even, so I will take that, and I like how colorful and nice it is. So that is very exciting. We got my lights, we got this, I've got all my folders done. I think my next job, I have about an hour before I have to go, so I think my next job is going to be to tackle this back cabinet here and go through some of this organization stuff, as well as see what I'm going to use these buckets for. At the very least, even if I don't need them to store anything, I will remove those red buckets that were kind of left behind for years and use my nicer colorful buckets instead. So I think that will be my plan for now. I'm getting a little sweaty, but overall I think we are doing pretty darn good. Actually, before I do all the organizing, I'm gonna eat my breakfast because I haven't done that yet. I had all these little hay clay sets. If you remember from last year, I got these for my mentor and I. We would do them every week, but they are so much fun and there's so much little extra clay. And I even got this like mini clay dessert one and colorful clay world. So I just combined them all in here. And I think this would be a fun little play bucket for Global Play Day, or maybe some other inside fun activity. All right, cabinet is cleaned out and has been gone through. So we've got Play-Doh, laminating sheets up here, extra Play-Doh in bins in here for if I ever need them. All of these are currently labeled. This is a bunch more Post-its, which I guess could go in the Post-it one, but it's already filled. So, and then it has some science things in here. We've got extra headphones. All those are marked. These two I don't have labeled yet, but this is my new, when I cleaned out the rolling bin, I put them in here. So this is Velcro and magnet tape and felt squares. And then this is a ton of student manipulatives with like the little eyedroppers and the little, what are they called? Kids tweezers, all sorts of fun stuff like that. Paper clips. No, not paper clips. Oh my gosh, what are they called? Clothespins. And then some beads and other fun stuff. Plenty of room here on this shelf to add more as the year goes on. And then more room down there too. So this has been nice and cleaned out and organized. I feel much better. All right, guys, we are looking good. I finally am looking around and I feel pretty darn good. Still have a lot of like small things to do, but from the outside, it looks almost ready to go, minus my rugs being here, of course. So let me flip the camera around. I'll show you what I did today. All right, first and foremost, just another quick little layout here. I am loving the space and moving around all the desks. I think that should be great for this year. I'm very excited about it. I think we have plenty of room for my rug. I can even shift this group back a little bit if it comes too close here, which I don't think it will. You saw earlier, I printed out, laminated, and put up my new alphabet posters, which I think is going to be great. I have my first day ready to go. We have my whole space over here. I'm gonna move all of these guys, my little bouncy cushions, I think, to the reading corner. And they might even go in the bottom of that bucket instead of stuffies. I'll try to figure out where that will go. My mom was so lovely and helped put up all of the little hooks here. She is just hemming the curtains. So once I get it back, I will put those all up there and that will be nice and covered. So that will be great. We did receive a ton of, I showed you yesterday, our decodable books. We got read aloud books. I've got big books over there. So I do need to kind of go through and organize all of those. But that'll be a next week project. I also went through and organized, like I showed you, this whole back cabinet. I always do end up just throwing stuff in here on the last day of school. So this is nice to know that when I open it up, everything is where it is supposed to be. And that feels very good for the year. Got my cute little new display up here. We've got a ton done. So just to reiterate, if you've watched my videos before, you will know I do not put up anything on the walls or on the board or anywhere until we have learned it. The only thing that will be on the board for students to reference is the alphabet chart. So in the past, we've used a foundations one, but now that we're no longer using foundations, I went ahead and made these posters, and they are the keywords and images that go to HMH, which is our new reading curriculum. So then as the year goes on and we learn our numbers 1 through 10, I put up my number posters back there. 1 through 10, it goes like halfway. And then once we learn to 20, we also put to 20 up there too. So lots of fun stuff, but I feel pretty good. I'm just gonna write a quick list on the board of the stuff I wanna do next week. We're actually going to Cape Cod tomorrow, so I'll be gone and enjoying another week of summer vacation without even thinking about school. And then next week when I come back, I'm gonna do a couple small things like folder labels and go through these decodables and small things like that. So let me write a list on the board so I don't forget, and then I'll check in and we'll be out of here. So next time I come in, I'm gonna organize this whole area right here. I just threw it all here when it moved from that back space. I'm going to hang the curtain, gonna do the nameplates and tags on their desks, get their ketchup folder labels, organize the toy play space over there, organize the sink above and under. It's mostly, right now it's just looking a little sloppy. It just needs to be like gone through, and underneath has all sorts of plates and paper towels and stuff. Organize the easel, those 4 bins at the bottom, and then I have a ton of bins behind there, just have random stuff thrown in, and organize that new brown bookshelf, which right now just holds a lot of extra random stuff. So I think as I'm organizing other areas, there will be things that I want to store over there, which I think I will. And actually, I think that's probably a decent space to put those trays, make them easy for students to get. That might be a good idea. I have to think about that. Oh, and then of course, I don't have on here, but I also need to empty the back counter, which is all just stuff that needs to go away. So let me add that right here. Boom. All right, so that's my to-do list before the beginning of the year, before kids come, and I've got plenty of time to do it all, so I'm not worried about that. While I am at home, after I get back from the Cape, I am gonna print out my Meet the Teacher letter. Parents will find out what teacher they have on August 15th. So I always send a little meet the teacher letter, a little allergy note if we have any kids with allergies, and then a little bit of what they need for school, which at our school, they don't need any supplies. We have everything for them. They just need a backpack, snack. We let them know about that, and then headphones. We do want them to bring in headphones. So yeah, we are ready to go. I'm feeling great. This feels like a good update for classroom setup part 2 of our video. As always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know down in the bottom. Let me know what you think about the new desk layout. Now that I'm walking around in it, I feel pretty darn good about it. Hopefully by the next video, I'll have my rugs because I really feel like it brings everything together, but we shall see. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up so I know. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel and click that bell. That way you're notified of every new video. See you in the next one. Bye.